Hotkey Books presents A Crown of Talons, Book 2 in A Throne of Swans duology, written by Aderyn and Elizabeth Corr, and read by Billie Fulford-Brown. It is a fearful kind of fury, and fatal, when lover and beloved wage war. Prologue. Winter has caged my kingdom in ice. For the last month, the snow has been relentless, an endless fall of frozen feathers, too thick to fly through. The glass-panelled octagon of the great hall creaks with the white weight of it. But this evening, at least temporarily, the clouds have dispersed, and beneath the cold gaze of the stars, the inhabitants of the Silver Citadel are celebrating the midwinter feast of the deep dark, the first solstice of my reign. Pine logs crackle in the fireplaces. The scented smoke mingles with the aroma of the delicacies heaped upon the tables. Roasted venison, still sizzling from the spit, winter roots tossed in spiced flour and fried in salted butter, sugar-iced plum cake, and 30 or more other dishes. 1,000 candles blaze in ornate crystal chandeliers, attempting to dispel the darkness of this long, frost-bitten night. Dressed in a cloth of gold gown, with a gold and diamond circlet set in my dark hair, I'm dancing with Aron, my cousin and co-ruler. My husband, at least in name. I'm surrounded by servants and courtiers, all of whom have sworn loyalty to me, many of whom claim to love me. But in this glittering throng, my thoughts and feelings are focused entirely on one man. A man who has been ignoring me and flirting with others for the last 3 hours. With every laugh, with every look, Lucien Rookwood drives another dagger into my heart. Aron takes advantage of a pause in the music to lean forward and whisper to me, "You seem tired." "I slept badly," I reply. I haven't slept well for weeks. The violence of this winter is bringing sickness and fear of famine to my people. I'm tired of being cooped up by bad weather, unable to take to the sky, and I'm tired of the protectors and the nobles through whom I rule. Of their stubborn resistance to the reforms Aron and I want to introduce that would grant greater protection to our flightless population. Of their blind insistence that Siegfried and Tallis, the Elorian half-siblings who nearly succeeded in seizing the throne, are no longer a threat, merely because no one currently knows where they are. I cannot forget for a single day Tallis's promises, that she and her brother would return to exact revenge upon Aron and me, that the whole of Celonia would pay the price for our defiance. I've plenty of reasons to worry. But tonight, at least, every other concern is consumed by my misery over Lucien. My feet take me through the steps and turns of the minuet, while I concentrate on not allowing myself to look at the man who was, so briefly, my lover. 3 months have passed, but my heart fractures a little further whenever I think about the one night we spent together, or about our last meeting. Lucien left court straight after my coronation. He came back a week ago, but that was only because of the solstice, because I specifically invited him to the celebration, insisted, in fact, that he should come. "Aderyn?" Aron has raised one white blonde eyebrow. The dance has ended and he's waiting for an answer to a question I didn't hear. He sighs. "I said, do you want to dance again or rest?" I become aware of the flightless musicians, bows poised above strings, waiting for me to decide whether I wish to continue. Of the dazzlingly clothed nobles observing me. "I'll rest." "As you wish." Aron kisses my hand as I leave the floor. He walks over to his sister, Odette, and leads her back into the dance. As the music resumes, I return to my seat on the dais and let my eyes stray towards Lucien. His dark hair, the same iridescent blue-black as the raven into which he can transform, is longer now. It curls against the edge of his collar. But otherwise he's little altered. He's still handsome and broad-shouldered. He's even wearing the same sleeveless grey silk tunic he wore on the night we first arrived here, less than 6 months ago, though it seems like another lifetime. A life in which I was merely the protector of the dominion of Atratus, hoping to find answers about my mother's murder, hoping to survive the intrigues of my uncle's court. A life in which Lucien was
Sample complete. Ready to continue?